Hey YouTube, coming at you with the second half of the Silph regionals for Ontario. I went like a, I'll link the last video above just to give you an idea of how the regionals worked. And these were my sets matches 4, 5, and 6, which I went 2-1. It should have been 3-0, but watch the gameplay on the second match here. So the first matchup, my opponent had Metachamp, Regirock, Abomasnow, Golem, Beedrill, and Gliscor. And the first thing I noticed was that they didn't even have a maxed out Metachamp. It was only 1387. So, and they are a rival, which is technically, there's like, you saw my first video, I was against the Elites, which are sort of the top. I think it was Elites. I forget what the second one is, the blue one, and then goes Challenger and then Rival. So they're ranked below me, so I should win this match. And let's see what happens. So in the first set, Elite Swampert into their Metacham. And the good news with this is that I should be able to outpace here. I can get to two. I can get to two, but what I did was I made this swap because I wanted to save the Swampert because I know they're most likely running the Gliscor because it has a good matchup here against my Deox because of the Night Slashes. So I just wanted to try and get a Rock Slide off here and then come back in with the Swampert and hard punish that. But my Castform would also have a good matchup against this, so I don't know why I switched. Like, this obviously has a great matchup, and my thought process here is just the quick moves are not doing anything. Let's just load up here so I have a Hydro Cannon coming out of this. So that's super effective, takes it out. I will have a Hydro Cannon for whatever comes in. This would take out the Metachamp or draw the last shield. And I come in here, which is not a good play on my part because the ice is weak to the counters. And then they have a Abomasnow in the back. So I was trying to get to the Blizzard. I can shield once and get to the Blizzard, but I think I could probably just go back-to-back Weather Balls at this point because I don't need the Blizzard KO because the two Weather Balls will probably do enough. And if they don't do enough, I can most likely force the energy here and then just Hydro Cannon with the Swampert. And it's low enough that I probably just could mud shot down from here if this takes me out. But it's just a Weather Ball, so that will not take me out. So not great gameplay on my part. I probably could have just stayed in with the Swampert against the Metacham. And then the switch to the ice is not a good move because, okay, so here's the next one. This is a good lead for me. It's a flying and ground, so this is doing super effective damage. And the Castform is pretty spammy, so I'm going to get to the moves fairly quickly. I know they have Night Slash. I don't know what the second move is, so I shield it up, and it is an Earthquake, so that's a good... But now because they dumped the Earthquake, I know I can just farm down here. And they come with the Metachamp, and I'm at the Blizzard now, so hopefully they don't expect the Blizzard. I can just get a lot of damage off here and almost takes it out. Come into my DX because it's like a safe switch, and there's nothing that the Metachamp can throw that would hurt me, and they have the Abomasnow in the back. So this one's over. I'm already loaded with energy on the Abomasnow, on the Deox, and this is a good matchup against the Abomasnow. I do shield just because the Abomasnow is very, very weak to the Deox, and so is the Metachamp, so I can just take this match with the Deox. And in the last game here, Swampert into Abomasnow. So this is my first bad lead. I'm going to go into... Oh, I am running Sludge Wave. That was kind of fast, so it's probably just a Weather Ball. I let it go. I'm going to go for the one shot. No, I'm going to build up and then go Hydro Cannon because if they don't shield, I think 2 Hydro Cannons probably will take it out, and they do shield. And then go into my Deox here, and they're not switching. They switched a little late, but maybe they got some energy on their Bomb Snow, so that's not a bad play there. They burn their second shield, and I know this is going to be Night Slash, but I probably, with the Night Slashes, you always want to wait in case they get the boost. I'm going to get a Rock Slide off here, and it is flying with ground, so that'll end up being neutral damage. At this point, I'd probably let it go. Hydro Pump, Hydro Cannon here, take this out, switch into the Mew, and you just go 2 shielded Mew for whatever's in the back here. The Bomb Snow, and I'm running Dragon Claw because Dragon Claw here was the recommended moveset because Altaria was one of the 10-point Pokemon. So shield this up, throw the Dragon Claw. Out comes the Medicham, which does not have a good matchup against the Mew. Because nothing they can throw here really hurts me. And these Dragon Claws are chunking. I'm just going to get to 2 Wild Charges and just go back-to-back Wild Charges here. And then the timer should be up by the time this is done. I'm going to have to shield this. And then, do they have energy? I don't think so. I'm going to throw the Wild Charge and reset. Throw the Wild Charge. Oh, and they're pretty low, so it's enough to take them out. So that was a 3-0 set, which made me 2-2 on the day so far. And then in the 5th matchup, we have Medicham, Mew, Dusclops, Drifblim, Primeape, Castform. And this is the match that I've been talking about forever. Particularly the second game. My opponent played amazing this entire game. I'm going to do an advanced mechanics video on mechanics, like a tips and tricks of battling, and a couple things in this battle here deserve to be showcased, and let's just jump right into it. So regional number 5, we have the first game here, a Deox into Driftman, which is terrible on my part, but I have Mew as a safe swap here, and they're not switching out here, so I'm loaded at the Wild Charge, so I'm just gonna bait them, seeing if they're gonna I can grab a shield here, and I can, which is great. And then I snuck a Shadow Claw through there. I do have to shield it up in case it was a Shadow Ball, and out comes a Primeape, and mistake right here again with the over farming. I have the Wild Charge. This has Night Slash, which could potentially take me out. Luckily, I just survived, but you got to throw that early. I've made that mistake so many times now. Wild Charge does not take it out. I'm going to come in here with my Deox because my Zangoose would have a terrible, terrible matchup here. Able to counter down, which is great. They're going to come back in with their Drifblim. So I'm going to try and get the Rock Slide off here. And then most likely switch into my Zangoose because that has the Shadow Claws and a Night Slash that I can throw out here if they don't throw their energy. They only have Shadow Ball and Icy Wind, so I probably just let this go. And just the Icy Wind, and out comes a Medicham. So the Shadow Claws and the Night Slashes will give some, but those counters add up so quickly. Zangoose, obviously very weak to counters. So now I have a 1 shield here to take out a Medicham and a Drifblim. So I need the Rock Slide to take out the Drifblim. So I want to come out of here with energy. I want to try and save the shield as well because I'm going to need it, but I can't get too low because then they could just hex me down. So I need to, at this point, my only option is shield and counter down and hope that I can get the counter down before they take me out or hex me down. And it's going to be very, very close, and I just managed to get them down, and now the hex went through, so this needs to KO here. And just takes it out, or else that hex would have taken me out. So very close game. And this is it. This is the game of the tournament on his end. I have a great lead here. They switch into Medicham. I come in with my Mew. Again, great counter here. There's not much I can do here. throwing the ice punches. I'm just going to keep Shadow Clawing and load up a bit here. Throw the Dragon Claws. My goal is to win this, but win with very little energy. Like a little, not energy, little health left and load it on energy for whatever comes in. But the problem is two ice punches took me pretty low, so I have to throw this. So I'm not going to have as much energy as I want coming out of this. But they shield, which is an interesting play because now I can get a second one off. So they need to double shield, and they do. I guess they really don't want the Zangoose on the Drifblim. But now I can come in with the Zangoose, and I'm going to show you this in real time, and then I'm going to show you this in slow motion. I'm loaded with energy for whatever they have back in the back. And they're waiting. Look, top right, fighter, and it's a Drifblim. So you may be thinking, what happened? So let's take a look in slow motion here. I'm loaded with energy, so they have a Primeape and a Drifblim. If they came with the Drifblim, I would do the Night Slash. So they come in with their Primeape. I see that. I immediately throw the close combat, and they instant switch into their Drifblim to absorb all the close combat energy. So that is devastating because that is just a waste of energy, but that is a great 1-2 play from my opponent there. That energy goes to waste, and now I have a 2-shielded Deox, which is still not a bad scenario, but now I have to respect the Shadow Ball, and they could just Icy Wind bait me here, which is exactly what they do because I need to respect the Shadow Ball. I will get one Rock Slide off here, and I should be able to get to another one, but I now need to watch out for a potential sack swap as well. A second Icy Wind bait, which is not great. So I'm building up, and I am able to get this off. But the problem is they are now have a Primeape, so I get the 1 Psycho Boost off, and they're going to have Night Slash and is attack weighted, so this is going to take me out. So I need to catch here, and I do catch perfectly on the Zangoose. So I sack swap properly. Now it's a race between the Night Slash and they undercharge, which is, again, a smart move on their part because now we CMP tie, and I lost CMP tie. So great. That was a great game on both of our parts with the sack swap, the timing, the instant switch there on his part. Absolutely amazing play to take that to tie it up at 1 heading into this last match. And I get a great lead here, but the Primeape into my Swampert. The problem is it is a good lead because these Hydro Cannons probably, I don't know if they one-shot. They're going to come very, very close. But Primeape, these counters are really chunking here. So I'm going to have to shield the Night Slash, or if I don't, oh, and it is just a close combat too. So that's good. And they bail into their Mew. And now it's a mirror match. I have a Deox, which I can't do anything with. And so now it's a Mew one-on-one. So they're ahead on energy, which isn't great. And they go straight for the Wild Charge, which actually helps me because now their defense is lower. So if they don't shield this, it's likely going to take them out. And they don't, take it out. So that's good. So I get switch back. But now they can probably come in, my defense lower, and farm with their Primeape here. Yeah, that's what I would do. And I'm not able to get 2 moves. So now their Primeape is loaded again. So I have some energy in my Swampert, and I'm going to get it off here. And then hopefully my timer's up, because if not, they're going to counter me down here. My timer is not up, so I probably should have waited. They did throw a bit early there, which is good on my part, because now I can come in. I got to counter this down. I have to, I'm worried about a Drifblim in the back though. So I got to let the Night Slash go. I'm expecting a Drifblim because it's been in every match. And this is the one where I posted a video 3 times ago about over-tapping. I got to shield this up. It's just an Icy Wind. So I need to come out with some energy for the Primeape match. And then this was the over-tapping that I talked to you guys about. I was tapping too much, and then I got caught in my fast move animation, and they got to a move before the Rock Slide, even though I hit the Rock Slide. So I'll slow that down again when I do my game analysis tips and tricks and everything. But that over tap there cost me that match. So great battle from my opponent. That if I had won that second game, it would have been a 4-2 day. And the last one, where are we here? My opponent has Quagsire, Licklicky, Machamp, Charizard, Venusaur, and Mew. So let us go into the battles here. So I'm now 2 and 3. So Mew into Swampert, which is not a terrible matchup. If they have the recommended moveset of Dragon Claw, which that I probably let this go because even it's a server of Dragon Claw, and neither really does much to me. I am Shadow, but I am gonna get to 2 Hydros here to force some shields, because if the first one doesn't take it out, which I don't think it will, but it'll be close, and then I decide to try and snipe here because Mew is just the ultimate safe swap. So even if something comes in, I know I can probably do well against it. Have some energy here, and it's a Licklicky, and I'm building up to trying to build up to 2 wild charges because I just need to do any sort of damage on this I can, and it is thick. Luckily, I am able to get the second wild charge off here and grab the first shield. This is loaded, so I'm gonna come in here and maybe try and force a shield. They're unlikely to shield though because they can tank it, and then I tried to snipe with my Deox, try to get a counter through, but they were ready for it. Luckily, I do shield that just because they only have 1 Pokemon left and I haven't used the shield left, and as a Machamp, so this is just a double Psycho Boost for the win. I'm not even worried about the payback. I hope that those of you who do not have a Deox do have a chance to get one soon. It does seem a bit unfair to have it so limited. Second matchup, same leads here, and I think I remember this at the time because I'm like, are we just going to do the exact same thing? I'm going to throw the Hydro Cannon and bail into my Mew again. So building up, throw the Hydro Cannon. Do they let it go again? They do. Do I come with my Mew again? I do. Do they throw the Dragon Claw again? They do. So matchup is going as expected so far, except this time they built up, so I did shield properly the Wild Charge. So it was a little different this time. And Licklicky again, so we are looking at pretty close to the same setup, and I've got the back-to-back Wild Charges here. So I'm hoping to get 1 shield back, first one through, and the second one does not go through before they get it, so I'm going to lose a lot of energy here. So now they have 2 shields and 1 Pokemon in the back, and I have to just hard farm, let this go, because I need to shave a shield in the back, hoping it's the Machamp again, because that way I can do double Psycho Boost, bail, oh, and it's a Venusaur, which is the same sort of thing here. I got a double Psycho Boost. I've got to reset. I built up enough that I have one here. I think I need to reset here. Throw this for chip damage. And then throw the Psycho Boost to take it out here. So that was, I think, a pretty good play on my part, just recognizing the win condition here was need the Psycho Boost, and I needed a Swampert to come in and at least do some chip damage to take that low enough that 1 Psycho Boost would take it out. In the last match, I go back to Pseudo-Widow. I'm like, you might want to try and get some sort of win, and you're weak against the Venusaur, so come in with this. Dragon Claws, I guess we're better than a Surf here. So at least doing some chip damage here. But these Frenzy Plants are going to hurt if I don't shield. So I do shield, and they throw a Sludge, which is not the right move to throw. You got to throw the Frenzy Plant there. It's just better energy. And they are able to get to a Frenzy here, I believe. They throw the Frenzy this time. Nope, double Sludge. Okay, double Sludge it is. So I'm able to flip that match. If they went double Frenzy, they would have taken me out. So out comes the Mew. So this is not a good situation because Deox has a terrible matchup. And Pseudo-Widow doesn't have a good matchup either. So I go Rock Slide here. I'm going to let this go through, I guess, because I need my Deox to try and do something in the back against whatever their Pokemon they have left. At this point, I'm hoping they'll let this go. Okay, so that's good. These counters are doing nothing. They are loaded here. It is not looking good. Hopefully I can get one more move off here at least to draw a shield or take this out. And then we'll go 2 versus 1 shield. And they let it go. So now it's a Deox versus Lick Licky. So this is a straight... I'm building up. I'm just going to go 2 rock slides just to burn the shields because I think I could do 2 rock slides and a Psycho Boost. And they shield... Or did I go 2 Psycho Boosts? So at this point, I'm like, okay, I think I need to try and do what I did last time is go back-to-back Psycho Boosts. Hopefully the clock is low enough in time to switch out. But I don't think I'm going to make it. I do get to a third one, so maybe this third one could get enough time to help me reset here. Come on, clicking. Oh, just managed to reset as they were throwing their charge move. It's a Shadow Ball, wasted energy, able to come in and Psycho Boost for the win. So just, that's one of those plays where you just need to keep throwing the Psycho Boost, hopefully that your timer comes up. So that's it. So that was the regionals. 3-3 overall. Could have done better. Great plays from my opponents in the first few games, and then this match, the 5th match there. It was fun. I hope to do better in the next one. And that's it. So thanks for watching the series on the Silph, and I will see you guys next week.